everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander's Core Studio. Welcome to the show. Today's episode comes to you courtesy of one of my amazing patrons, Carlos, who's been supporting this channel as a Golden Pig tier patron. I truly couldn't do this without the support from amazing patrons like Carlos, so again, Carlos, thank you so much. And for the personalized deck tech, Carlos chose Ezio Auditore de Firenze, a 3/2 human assassin with menace for 2 mana in black, but it is a Wooburg commander, the best color combination. Assassin spells you cast have free running for black, so you can cast a spell for its free running cost only if you dealt combination to a player this turn with an assassin, or of course, your commander, which is also an assassin, ironically. Whenever Ezio deals combination to a player, you may pay Wooburg if that player has 10 or less life. When you do, that player loses the game. Spicy. Basically, the finishing blow on a player, being able to go, oh, by the way, no, you're just gone. You're not almost gone. You are just gone. So a really cool commander, one that says, hey, let's get assassins out there. Let's start swinging. Let's get other assassins out for cheap. Let's get through. Let's get you down to 10 and finish you off with this commander. A really exciting one. If you're excited about like I am, make sure you check out that card list link, the deck list link in the description below. With all that said, though, let's jump onto the tactics. First tactic, what is life? Well, first of all, we're going to be taking life and taking it down a ton. Quite a Spike is a great way to do that. An equipment that costs 3 and 3 to equip gives a quick creature death touch, which is quite nice, especially with our commander again having menace, taking out multiple creatures on block that can be even more menacing to try to block. On top of that, though, whenever a quick creature deals combination to a player, that player loses half their life, rounded up. Meaning that, again, hey, by the way, yeah, you're at 40, now you're at 20, you're 20, oh, you're at 10. Yeah, being able to just go, okay, I'm having your life total, can get them down so quickly, they are going to be down in that 10 range where we can take them out with our commander. Rush of Dread can help us out as well. Source for 3 mana. By paying an extra 1, target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control. Round it up. That's a lot. An extra 2, target player discards half the cards in their hand. Round it up. That's also a lot. Or, hey, an extra 2 as well. Target opponent loses half their life, rounded up, which again can be a great way to put them into our range. Speaking of which, Grievous Wound. Mean! Enchant a player. Oh, that player is not going to be happy with you. Enchant player can't gain life. Oh, no. On top of that, whenever enchant player is dealt damage, they lose half their life rounded up. This 5 mana aura is massive and just game-changing for that player. Moving on. Scythe Claw, basically another Quietus Spike, but on a living weapon. Give you a quick creature +1/+1. So yeah, basically a little germ that can go through and make players go down a ton in terms of life. Or we can re-equip this to, our commander or something else. And of course, Magister Sphinx, an amazing card in this deck. A 5/5 Sphinx with flying for 7 mana in Esper. Enters the battlefield, target player's life total becomes exactly 10. Again, right to where we need it to be for our commander to hit and take them out when we pay that Wooburg. Moving on to our next tactic, Unblockable. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, hey, if your assassins get through, you can cast assassins for a lot cheaper. Again, just 2 mana for all of them, essentially, right? And that includes our commander and also includes our other assassins, too. Changeling Outcast, a 1/1 shapeshifter. That is also a changeling, though. So then it is also a, goblin, elf, and also assassin, most importantly. But also can't block, who cares, but can't be blocked. So it is unblockable for a 1-mana creature. That is huge. Zephyr Boots, a great way to get our commander through, giving it flying. And also when it deals combination to a player, draw a card, discard a card. A great looting effect for us. Brotherhood Spy, though, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a legendary assassin, like, our commander or one of the many others that we have in this deck, it's going to be getting +1/+0, and then also be unblockable this turn. Again, another low-to-the-ground unblockable assassin. Evie Fry, a 2/1 human assassin for 2 mana in blue. Partners with Jacob Fry, which we'll get to in a little bit. Pay 1, tap, draw a card, discard a card. Discard a creature card this turn. This way, while target creature control can't be blocked this turn, so being able to just make any of our creatures unblockable, including our commander, again, can be game-ending. Speaking of which, Key to the City. Tap, discard 1 card, make 1 creature unblockable. Again, game-ending with our commander. Also, this becomes untapped. You can pay 2 to draw a card. So kind of like a delayed rummaging effect there, too. Prowler's Helm, a great one. Basically unblockable against any deck except for, like, a Rix with these walls. There you go. Can't be blocked except by walls. So, again, basically unblockable. Psychic Paper, a great one as well. Attach to a creature, choose a creature card name and creature type. Assassin. Equip creature has ward 1. It can't be blocked. Its name and creature type of the last chosen type. Equip 2. So it protects it a little bit with that ward, but also, again, most importantly, makes it unblockable, which is massive. Assassin Gauntlet, though, it's an equipment that costs 3/2 to equip, enters the battlefield, attach it right away, though. Tap all creatures target opponent controls, again, essentially making that creature unblockable because, yeah, they're tapped down. They can't block. Creature is +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat to a player, draw a card, discard a card. So a great looting effect there. Ocarina Assassin is a 1/1 with Death Touch that costs 3 mana and forces all creatures to be able to block it, do so. So basically, you're like, oh, okay, cool. I swing through, I'm going to take out at least one of your creatures, and also, everything's coming at me. Therefore, yeah, I can sneak through with everything else, including my commander to finish you off. And finally, Levitation, a great massive effect that can give all of our creatures flying. Simple enchantment for 4 mana, a great way to get our creatures through. Onward we go with our next tactic coming through because we've got more creatures that are low to the ground assassins that can make it through as well. A 1/1 human assassin with Assassin Initiate for a single black mana. Pay 1, gains the choice of flying, death touch, or lifelink until end of turn. Again, a great flexible way to do what we need to do. Hookblade Veteran, it's a 1/2 human assassin for a single blue mana. As long as it's your turn, it has flying. So again, some evasion right there and early. Ruthless Ripper, not evasive, but a 1/1 human assassin for a single black mana with death touch again, which does mean, hey, you know what? You can block, but you might have a much more valuable creature than I do, and you're going to be losing out on that one. And you can also cast as a morph if you really want to, and make a player lose 2 life when you turn it face up. Guildsworn Prowler, though, a 2/1 with Death Touch for 2 mana. When it dies, if it wasn't blocking, draw a card. Again, we're going to be very aggressive with this deck. A lot of attacking, so this can actually replace itself if it dies. Then finally, Poison Blade Mentor, a 2/1 human assassin for 2 mana in black. Death Touch, when it attacks no target assassin you control, gains Death Touch until end of turn. Again, a great way to give another creature, not evasion, but pseudo-evasion. Again, a reason not to block it again with that Death Touch. Being able to say, hey, you know what? Is it really that good of an idea for you to block this creature? Probably not, so just let it through. Let's keep things rolling, though, with our next tactic, Teamwork. First up, there's Desmond Miles, a 1/3 human assassin with Menace for 2 mana in black. +1/+0 for each other assassin you control and each assassin card in your graveyard, which can be a lot. Whenever this deals combat to a player, surveil X, X the amount of damage dealt to that player. So again, not card advantage, but amazing card selection. Then there's Arno Dorian, a 3/3 human assassin for 4 mana in Rakdos. It's got Death Touch, and it gives other assassins we control +2/+0. On top of that, it's got Disguise, which is quite nice. But again, most importantly, a massive pump effect for our entire team. Eye of Alexandria is next, though, a 4/3 human assassin with Menace and lifelink for 4 mana in Boros. Whenever a historic creature control deals combat to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Menace. Yeah, we've got a lot of historic creatures, a lot of evasive historic creatures, and all this out, we're going to have an absurd amount of assassins that are menacing too. This can be a ton of fun. And then finally, Bayek of Siwa, a 3/4 human assassin with double strike for 5 mana in Boros. As long as it's your turn, other historic creature you control have double strike, and it's got Disguise. Again, double strike can be great, especially with our commander. Being able to get through and then hit again. Again, there are definitely going to be times where we, maybe with that first hit, wouldn't have put them into that territory where they are, within that 10 life, and we can pay the Wooburg to take them out. That second hit can do the job and take them out. On top of it, just being a great way to dish out a lot of damage with a lot of our creatures. Have fun. Time to shift gears, though, with our next tactic, Value Town. Etrata Deadly Fugitive is a really good one. A 1/4 vampire assassin with Death Touch for 3 mana in Dimir. Face down creature control have, pay 4 mana in Dimir, turn this creature face up. If you can't, exile it, cast a card without paying its mana cost. That being said, though, whenever an assassin you control deals combat to an opponent, cloak the top card of that player's library. Yeah, we're going to get an absurd amount of value off of that. So many assassins in this deck going through and hitting. So many cards cloaked. Next up, Jacob Fry. Again, partners with Eevee. Again, we already talked about that one. A 3/2 human assassin for 3 mana in black. Whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat to a player, exile up to 1 target assassin card or card with free running from your graveyard. If you do, copy it. You may cast the copy. Basically get them back, which is amazing. Again, 1 or more, but per player. So with each opponent, that can be 3 or a double strike. 6 triggers off of this. yeah, it can be a lot of value. Speaking of value, though, Vraska the Silencer, a 3/3 Gorgon assassin with Death Touch for 3 mana in Golgari. Whenever a non-token creature in opponent controls dies, you can pay 1. If you do, return that card to the battlefield tapped under your control. It's a treasure artifact with tap, sacrifice it, add 1 mana color, lose all our colored types. Yeah, this is basically a great way to say, you know what? Not only am I, just making it so that, you don't get your creatures in your graveyard, which can just really hurt certain strategies out there, but also I get them. I get whatever abilities they have, whatever effects they have. They are basically a treasure, and I can just utilize them when I need to. Finally, though, Double Down. Enchant for 4 mana in blue. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy that spell. And of course, Assassins are an outlaw spell, so yeah, basically double up all your Assassins, which is massive. Things are just heating up, though, so let's move on to our next tactic where we talk about how to throw a wrench to our opponent's plans. Masked Vandal, a 1/3 shapeshifter, which is a changeling. So again, an assassin. ETBs, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, exile an artifact or enchantment opponent controls. Silumgar Assassin's a 2/1 human assassin. Creature's power greater than it, can't block it, so it's going to be quite evasive. It's got Megamorph on top of that. When it's turned face up, destroy target creature power 3 or less in opponent controls, so take something out. On the opposite end of things, though, Big Game Hunter, a 1/1 ETB, destroy a big creature, power 4 or greater, can't be regenerated, and this has madness too. King's Assassin, a 1/1 human assassin for 3 mana in black, tap, destroy target tap creature, activate only during your turn before attackers are declared. That's fine, opponents tap creatures, better beware though. Royal Assassin, just very simple, very effective, 1/1 that does the exact same thing, but this one has no restriction on it on when you can activate, destroy target tapped creature, so again, opponents, be wary of tapping your creatures down. Ruthless Lawbringer, though, a 3/2 vampire assassin for 3 mana. ETBs, you may sacrifice another creature when you do. Destroy target non-land permanent. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of opportunities where that can be really, really good. The Revelations of Ezio. It's got a 3 mana saga. Once that first one hits, we're going to destroy target tap creature by control. Second one, an assassin control attacks this turn, put a counter on it. Third one, bring back an assassin card from your graveyard to the battlefield, additional counter on it. Yeah, a lot of value with this one. Necrotal, though, a 2/1 human assassin with first strike. ETB, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. No regeneration there. Massacre Girl, definitely an assassin. Massacres absolutely everything. 4/4 with menace, ETBs. Each other creature gets -1/-1 until I have turn. Whenever any creature dies this turn, other than Massacre Girl, well, every other creature is going to get -1/-1 until I have turn. So, have fun. And then there's Austere Command again, a very, very flexible board wipe. Choose 2. Artifacts, enchantments, big creatures, small creatures, whatever you need to, whatever combination you need, pick those, take them out. Let's keep things rolling, though, with our next tactic. We're going to talk about Digging Down. Vraska joins up is first a legendary enchantment for 2 mana in Golgari. Enters the battlefield, put a death touch counter each creature you control. That's already massive. A great way to make our creatures, again, pseudo-evasive, or at least like, hey, don't block. Yeah, I recommend you don't block. Whenever a legend creature you control deals combat to player, draw a card. We've got so many legends that are going to be getting through. We're going to get a lot of card advantage out of this. Then we've got the Breaker of Chains, 4/1 human assassin pirate for 3 mana in Dimir. When it enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put an assassin, pirate, or vehicle from among them into your hand. The rest bottom of your library, random order. Or vehicle control deals combat to a player, may return from your graveyard to your hand. Speaking of vehicles, Adrestia, a 4/3 vehicle with Island Walk for 3 mana. When it attacks, if an assassin crewed this turn, draw a card. Comes in assassin to other types until end of turn. Lydia Fry is a 3/2 human assassin for 3 mana in Dimir. Can't be blocked by creature's power 3 or greater, so again, decently evasive there. On top of the beginning of your end step, surveil X for X the number of tapped assassins you control. Again, we're going to be super aggressive with our assassins, attacking a lot of card selection from this. Fight Nefacid is very solid, very good. We can pay 2 mana and tap and make our opponent's creatures attack this turn if able. So again, force them to make themselves not have any defense, basically. On top of that, whenever a creature control deals combat to a player, you may draw a card. Yeah, you are going to be drawing a ton of cards with this. Speaking of which, Coastal Piracy does that as well. So many cards to draw. Discreet Retreat, 4 mana, enchant a land. Then enchant a land has tap and 2 mana of any one color. Spend only to cast outlaw spells or activate abilities from outlaw sources. And again, assassins are, of course, outlaws. Whenever you cast your first outlaw spell each turn, draw a card and you lose 1 life. Well worth it for that 1 life. Layla Hassan, 3/4 human assassin with first strike for 4 mana in white. enters the battlefield, and whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat with your player, or target store card from your graveyard to your hand. Again, we've got a ton of legends in this deck. A lot of value can be had from this. Queen Marchesa, the queen herself, a 3/3 human assassin with death touch and haste for 4 mana. Enters the battlefield to become the Monarch. Again, interesting, the Monarch can be so much value for us. Again, being able to just keep that, get it back. We've got a lot of basic creatures. Game your upkeep. If an opponent is the Monarch, you get a 1/1 assassin with death touch and haste. Thorn of the Black Rose, again, yet another way to get the Monarch in there too. 1/3 death toucher for 4 mana. ETB should become the Monarch. Zyra the Golden Sting, 3/3 insect assassin with flying and haste. When it attacks, you get an egg counter on a target creature without an egg counter on it. When it dies, if it has an egg counter on it, draw a card. Make a 1/1 insect with flying. Finally, Eagle Vision, a sorcerer, 5 mana or 3 running. Again, hitting with an assassin or a commander, just 2 mana. Draw 3 cards. Now onto the next tactic with ramp. Yeah, we are going to ramp things up. First up, there's Wayfarer's Bauble. Pay 2 tap, sacrifice, get a basic land into play tapped. Then there's the OG Rampant Growth, cost 2, get a basic land into play tapped. Edgevon basically does the exact same thing if you've got 4 or fewer lands. If not, cycle this away by sacrificing a land. Burial Ground, another great turn 2 play. Enchanted land taps for additional mana of any color. Sakura Tribell, or basically Rampant Growth on a body. Sacrifice this to do just that. Agility Bobblehead can be a great one for us. A slightly slow mana rock, cost 3, just taps for 1 mana of any color, but we can pay 3 and tap, and up to X creatures you control each gain haste of turn, and can't be blocked this turn except for creatures with haste. Basically, unblockability. Rex Nimber Bobbleheads you control. Cultivate, very simple, very effective. Get 2 lands, 1 goes into play tapped, 1 goes in your hand. Those being basics. Harrow, sacrifice 1 land, get 2 basics into play, untapped. Rolling Ring got the exact same thing, but they come into play tapped. Search for Tomorrow, another great turn 1 play. Spend 2 for a single green mana. You'll get a basic land to play, untapped. Sonic Screwdriver, yet another slow-ish mana rock. Again, cost 3, taps for 1, but you can pay 1 to tap and untap another target artifact. You can pay 2, tap, scry 1, or 3, most importantly, tap. Creature can't be blocked this turn. Again, making our commander unblockable can be game ending. Finally, Migration Path costs 4, gets us 2 basics in play tap, or you can cycle it away if you don't need that. Speaking of lands, though, finally, with our tactic Great Lands, Access Tunnel is one of those. Tap Spray Colors, pay 3, tap, target creature power 3 or less, can't be blocked this turn. Again, our commander is that. And by making our commander unblockable, that can be game ending. Same with Rogue's Passage. Costs 1 more to activate, though. Tap, and any creature, no power restriction, can't be blocked this turn. Again, game ending plays from lands. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.